Liberty Whispers, with another video for you. And today, just take that off quietly. Today I'm going to be talking about numbers, or more specifically, a number. My favourite number. Now I'm recording upstairs, and at the minute it is bird central up here, so you may or may not, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but you may or may not hear some cooing from birds. So hopefully that, alongside the sort of drizzly rain, adds to the ambiance, but if not, I apologise on both my behalf and on the birds' behalf, if indeed they are sorry, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say they are. Anyway, numbers. Yeah, I want to talk about my favourite number, but before I get into it, I need to check that I have a working pen. No, I don't actually have a working biro pen in my pen pot on my desk. I have a pair of scissors, 2 glue sticks and a webcam in there, but I don't have an actual working pen. But I do have these pretty cool marker pens. They are Batman marker pens. As you can see, there is Batman himself, but I've got a bunch of them. They're different colours, and each one is like a different character. So this one is sort of dark blue, is Batman. That one works okay, so we'll put that to the side. Which one else do we want to try? We've got this light blue one, which is the penguin. And that one works quite nicely as well. I'll just go through the other two as well while we're here. You have, there's more in the actual pen pot. I think there's another 2 more, but you have this green one, which is of course the Riddler. That one's not showing up so well, so we'll put that back in the pen pot. And we have a pink one, which of course belongs to that man, the Joker. Yeah, see, that one's not coming up on. Maybe it's because I'm using post-it notes, and maybe the colour doesn't show up very well on the colour of the paper, but that one's not showing up too good either. So it is between the Batman himself and the penguin, and I think we're going to go with Batman. Okay, so numbers. I don't know how many people actually have favourite numbers. It's not something that you often hear people talk about, I guess, but some of you might, and if you do, then let me know what yours is in the comments below and why. My favourite number is a single digit number. It is under 10, obviously, with it being a single digit number. Can you guess which one it is? That's right. My favourite number is 8. Now, it's always kind of been my favourite number. Initially, it was based just on the aesthetics of it. I just was always sort of fascinated by its shape. But as I've got older and time's gone on, I have looked at it from different angles. And some of you may be thinking, but it's only a number, how can you look at it from different angles? Well, you can, quite literally. Like, for instance, if you turn it on its side, you see that it closely resembles the universal sign of infinity. And I quite like that, because I think that is a sort of cosmic romanticism to the idea of infinity. I mean, in practicality, nothing really ever lasts forever, but there are some things that we wish could, some things that we'd like to believe will last forever. And so I think there is something very appealing about the sort of, as I coined it, cosmic romanticism of infinity. Although, to be fair, that's not the best interpretation. It looks more like a set of cartoon eyes, which, you can turn an 8 into. Look at that. From a number to a cheeky little face. But yeah, no, it's one of the things that I first really thought about with the number 8, is its similarities to the infinity symbol. But if you turn it up on its side again, it also looks, and my drawing here is not very good, but it also looks somewhat like an hourglass. Which again is somewhat representative of time, obviously. And I just think that's a neat little way to look at it, is that it's a number of time, of infinite time. And the whole idea of infinity kind of sits more in the actual motion of its shape, not just the actual aesthetic of its shape, but in the motion. See, other than, I think, 0, there is no other number which, once you reach its start point with its end point, there's no break-off point. So you could, in essence, just trace around the same outline over and over again without any stoppage. I also like the fact that it has a sense of it, well, not my drawings, not in particularly, because they're a bit wonky, but in theory there is a symmetry to it. You can draw a straight line in between the two and you have two equal parts. And again, this is maybe a little bit cosmically romantic, but it's like two worlds in a blanket of space that have somehow against all odds, and amongst all the vastness of the universe, found themselves not only drawn together, but combined to make one whole. Which brings me to sort of, I guess, the final reason I'll give for number 8 being my favourite number, and it requires us to turn it back to its original state, is that, again, from an aesthetic point of view, it looks, and I'm probably drawing this really badly, it looks, yeah, I've drawn that really badly, it looks similar to a human DNA helix, which is essentially what gives us life. Yeah, I've drawn that pretty badly as well, but you know what I mean, or at least I hope you do. Yeah, it's always kind of been somewhat reminiscent of one of those, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, so there you go. My favourite number is the number 8. For many sort of whimsical reasons, but it's there, and it's a number that's had more meaning, I think, as the years have gone on. Anyway, there we go. What's your favourite number? I'd love to know. Also, is the Batman pen on the notepad good, trigger-wise? I imagine it might be for some, actually, because I know some people do like scratching, so if it does work for you, let me know. And maybe I could do some sort of maybe mini doodles, mini sketches or something with the Batman felt tip on this paper. Also, before I go and before I forget, I'm thinking of doing a Q&A video. I don't think I've ever done one before, so it would be pretty good. So, 1, if you'd like to see a Q&A video, let me know. And 2, if you do, what is your Q? What questions do you want to ask? Leave them either in the comments below, or I will post a link to my Facebook page for those who haven't found me over there yet, and you can ask me your cues over there. Either just post them on my timeline or send me a message or whatever. It is entirely up to you, but yeah, if you'd like to see a Q&A video, let me know, and if you'd like to pose a Q, do so. But other than that, I'm going to leave you to it. I hope whatever you're doing, wherever you are, you're safe and you're having a good time.